What's going on, guys? Happy Labor Day. Don't mind these ridiculous hands. Just got done hydro dip painting my kids' shoes with them. So if you get creeped out, it is what it is. Here we go. Check it out. So today we're knocking it out. We subbed out Maxxis today in order to get a little bit of volume, a little bit of get after it because it's Labor Day. Get a good workout in, breathe real hard, and then get on to the festive activities of hanging with family and friends and maybe consuming a little bit of that ethanol-based beverage. All right, so Fitness and Sport is 3 rounds of 400-meter runs, so pretty good little trot. Then you come back and you got 20 kettlebell swings, right? So I think we're a little bit crooked. I'm gonna adjust and press. Sorry, it's messing with OCD. Here we go. 20 kettlebell swings, right? Straight forward, straight overhead, up to you. Then 30 wall balls, shooting up to this bad boy. Gonna get the legs really high. 20 burpees. Definitely gonna be substantially difficult. Gonna be a lot of breathing. Then you go back out on the trot for 2 more rounds, right? Part 2 is going to be 4 rounds of 30-second Superman hold. Hard arch in the bottom, sitting there, flexing it out. 30-second hollow body holds. Flexing to it, getting after it. Part 3 is lagging muscle if you want it, but it's probably going to be do a little bit of stretching and get on with your day because you're going to be pretty beat up from the first part of this thing. Definitely going to be a little bit tired. Part 1 of Power and Iron Up is going to be 1 time, as many reps as possible of front squat, but we're going with your heels elevated, right? So what we're looking at is that we want your feet to be around hip width apart. It should be inside of a standard stance, but not so much that your knees are feeling funny. As far as how much you want to elevate your heel, you can go up like a 15-pound plate all the way up to a 45-pound plate. A 45 might be kind of high as the weight progresses a little bit heavier. I use the 15-pound weight for all 3 of these sets that are coming because you got 1 set as many reps as possible at 35 to 40%. Gonna blow those quads up for sure. Then you got 1 set at 40 to 45, and then you got 1 set at 45 to 50. Now, 50%, 45% doesn't sound that heavy, but it's not in an optimal front squat position. Your heels are up, your knees are gonna go a little bit more forward, it's gonna be a little more bias on your quads. It's a substantially higher and more difficult way to do this than it would be to put your entire heel on the ground, scoot your feet out to a normal stance. So remember, don't get too hung up on a little bit lower percentage. Think about getting as many reps as you can, but do not go to absolute failure on this. You should be able to stand up, put it in the rack without wiping out. Why? For 2 reasons. 1, your heels are sitting up on top of something. You don't want to put your body into a dangerous position when you're already in a little bit of a cumbersome position. The second reason is because of part 2. So let's get there now. Now listen, I can't guarantee you a lot of things in life, but I can guarantee you this. This thing is going to f you up, all right? So part number 2 is 4 rounds, 140-foot heavy prowler sprint, right? So heavy is subjective for sure. It means you definitely can still do it and you can bring it back. There shouldn't be any breaks in your movement. Down and back pretty fast. I just ended up using both my kids at our Santos location where the concrete I think is made out of quicksand. Too easy. So 15 banded kettlebell swings when you come after that, and then a 100-meter run with a 100-meter walk back. Not a slow stroll back, a 100-meter walk back. You're walking back, you're breathing. As soon as you get back, you start your next set of prowler. Gonna be hot. I ended up subbing out my run for just some cows on the bike because I blew my ankle up last week. The prowler sprint felt okay, but I didn't want to challenge it too much. That being said, I had to convince myself to get back on the prowler each time, right? And I substantially got after it, but it was definitely difficult. So guaranteed to this workout is going to allow you to go hit your Labor Day and relax afterwards. But you do have to challenge yourself like anything else. Let's say you don't want to breathe that hard. No big deal. Here's a way you can sub it out. You can do your prowler sprint, take you a 20-second rest, 30-second rest, do your kettlebell swings, 30-second rest again, and then a 100-meter sprint. You kind of almost make it almost phosphagen across all of these things. So if you're looking to be just a little bit more explosive and you don't want to breathe too hard, sub you in a little rest. You'll be all right. Part 3 is 4 sets of 12 reverse hypers or 4 sets of 10 back extensions. Whatever you can find space on at your gym, go for that. Too easy. TDY, right? The dumbbells, y'all. It's going to be 4 times as many reps as possible dumbbell front squats. Subbing out for this thing, about a 2-minute rest in between. If you can elevate your heels, do so. Pull your feet a little bit tighter. And then you don't have to elevate your heels, but it's an option, right? Part 2 is 4 rounds, 140-foot slow, low bear crawl, right? So sneaking along, keeping tension in your quads, your legs. Then 15 double dumbbell hang snatch with a 100-meter sprint and a 100-meter walk back. Too easy. then 4 sets of 30-second Superman holds. Good hard arch. Hope you guys enjoy your Labor Day. Make sure you guys mobilize, and Booyah, never quit.